No, but you know how we assign each other our Dragon Ball Z roles?
Yes.
And Mickey's Krillin, that's a joke. I'm not even sure which one of us is which anymore, but the accurate comparison is not Dragon Ball Z, it's Attack on Titan, because we line up perfectly.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You are right. With the 3, right? You're talking the main 3.
Yeah, the main 3.
Yeah.
Like, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Okay, because you got the monster inside.
Yeah, and I'm completely useless most of the time.
No, what? No,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who you are.
Maybe I don't know who I am.
You're Aaron, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's just a whiny bitch.
Okay,
Like half the time,
no.
it's like useless.
But he's like, he's
But he's like-
determined.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And you know who you are.
Yeah. I mean, but you're the heart and soul, baby.
Yeah. You're just that guy that's like, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna like, yeah, let's go.
Well, he's also a strategist, so I'll take that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you
He is a
gotta-
very important piece of the puzzle, and he's good at things. He just is not confident.
Actually, you know what? I will admit that I do see a bit of myself in him when he does come up with a good idea, and people go, "Oh yeah, that's great." He goes, "No, I don't know. That's a good
Yeah,
idea."
no. So say this
Yeah.
this comparison works much better than the DBZ one, and
'cause-
I'm obviously Mikasa because I'm good at stuff, but I have no joy in life at all.
Fair enough.
It's
And
like an empty. It's just like looking into the eyes of a rock.
I feel like
if a rock.
I
Had
feel like
eyes.
the Krillin reference alone was just more sort of trying.
It's good. I like it. Anyway, good morning, peoplekind. Welcome back to Fresh, Slick, and Mick. This is episode 19. Like the amount of times I fucking tell people to check my podcast out in a day, and they're like, "Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm gonna check that out."
Downloads go up 0.
in a day. That's cute. More
In a
like in
day.
an hour.
Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, so thanks for everyone who's still riding with us or who just tuned in.
Yeah.
Mom,
Oh.
I don't
She's
know.
in now? Oh.
No, probably not. Let's be honest. I
that's
don't
all right.
want her to listen
Yeah.
to this.
I was like, I don't want her impression to change with me.
Hey, what's doing today?
It was a shitty day. I mean, it was just dog shit, just through and through. Like, I'm good now because I've chilled out.
Okay.
You know, we're doing this. This
Yeah,
is
we
good.
got
This
it.
is fun. This
We
is
got
a
it.
nice, outlet. So, but it was just a dog shit day, just terrible.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. I mean, that just happens.
That's
But
what
whatever.
weed is for.
Yeah, that's
That
why
is-
I smoke weed. That's why I already have smoked a good amount of weed. So, Mickey, how are you?
I'm actually doing pretty good today. Just one of those nothing special but good vibes all day.
Nice.
Helped a few people in what I have to do for school, and
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to work, which is actually kind of nice. Didn't have to throw
You
that in the
didn't
mix.
have to work?
No, because my early morning thing starts at 9 till 11, and then I have
Mm.
school till 6. So there's no time to work.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's all.
I was going to say,
That's
you
okay.
should have been like doing my dishes or some shit, but that's, you got an
Do
excuse.
you
I-
really want Mickey to do your dishes?
Do you not know how to do
beard
dishes?
scrubber.
Dude, I love doing dishes. It's
That's
weird.
weird.
I went over to my buddy's house, and there's a lot of dishes. We'll just say that. Like, there was a fucking ton of dishes. Like, I was like, how do you guys even put something down in here? You
Is
can't.
he like a counter piler?
No, like, and a sink piler. Right? But it wasn't him. It was, like, his roommate. Anyway, so I fucking washed all these dishes, man. Took me an hour and a half. I washed all his dishes.
Wow.
It's a lot of fucking
The
dishes.
fucking guy who left all the dishes didn't even say thank you.
Oh,
And I've known him for years.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck you, that guy, and you know who the fuck you are.
if you're listening.
Yeah.
But my buddy, he was like, "Yo, that was tight."
Appreciate
Yeah, so he was happy, but his yeah.
Maybe he's not
I'll come
Aaron.
wash your dishes.
This episode's about dishes.
Yeah, you guys know how to make a dish clean?
No, I've never had a dishwasher, so
I just get in my zone, man, and I just think. I just start thinking.
I can see it being like therapeutic, just like,
Yeah. Anyway,
a monotonous task.
Anyway.
I already said anyway, and then Mickey kept going. So
Yeah,
Sorry.
no doubt.
we need a jingle.
I don't read the room very well.
Mickey takes it off the rails.
That's
New edition.
New edition.
freestyling it.
Speaking of freestyling,
Are we going to freestyle? Because I was at poetry last night.
no,
and
we're
there
not
was
going to freestyle.
There was a guy who was freestyling, and it was fucking atrocious.
Oh, probably.
It was just terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when you had to explain to me what freestyling is now.
Yeah, it doesn't mean what it used to mean.
No.
Right.
No, I was gonna. No, we're not gonna freestyle. We're just gonna talk about our topic.
Yeah, so this will be a harder swerve than usual because I don't really have a nice clean segue.
There's none.
But a guy at work told me about this pill that was supported by all of the people on Shark Tank, which I guess is the first time this has ever happened. And it's a weight loss pill.
All right, so before you jump into it, I got a question.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard to believe that all the sharks on Shark Tank were in on it?
I don't entirely understand the show, but I think all of these people have slightly different areas of expertise. So it's just
Yeah, but it's a weight loss pill.
it's
So
just unrealistic
like-
that they would come together, that they would converge.
yeah, but it's a weight loss pill, so it's just like money.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
I would also think the smart businessman would realize that weight loss pills have been around for a billion years and not unfatted people.
true.
Grammar. So, yeah, it's this fucking weight loss supplement, and that fired me up. I was immediately mad because this guy I was talking to at work, he's one of those classic dad bods. You know, he got a beer belly now, but like still strong residually from stuff he did once upon a time.
I used to
Sort of
play
like you're
football.
always talking about, except you don't have a beer belly.
Yeah, okay. Fair. I don't anymore. It's good.
It's good.
I like it.
Well, he was talking about how he's waiting for this thing to hit a local market. For all I know, it could be on a local market, and he'd be all in on it because apparently it's just a fucking miracle cure for weight loss, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's when Fresh's
who I think it
hackles
is?
went up. No, probably not.
Okay.
It's
good.
because it wasn't a grotesquely fat person, and you're
Okay.
probably thinking it was.
No.
No.
It's kind of a stare off here just for everyone who's not in the room.
Well, we're trying to discuss the person without naming them, but it's likely not who you.
It's probably not.
Yeah.
So.
So anyway, and I was actually surprised because he's a smart person. But again, if 5 wealthy and successful investors back this thing, who knows? Maybe there's something to it, right?
Maybe, probably not, but maybe.
Probably fucking not.
It's called just like eating better and doing shit.
Yeah, and that's
Like, don't even work out, just do shit.
that's gonna be the title of this fucking episode: eating better and doing shit.
Perfect.
Because I'm so mad. I was so mad as soon as he finished his sentence, and I just am residually mad still. What is the fucking name of this thing, Mickey?
It is called Radiantly Slim.
Yeah, so I think they did a rebrand because I think when they
Fucking
went,
stupid.
yeah, and they obviously marketed it for women because they did a rebrand. There was a bottle that there was a bottle that they brought into the Shark Tank, and it's not the one that you can buy now, and it was a different name.
The
Okay.
one I'm looking at is pink and white.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was
Okay.
just, it looked like a regular supplement bottle, just blue, whatever. Anyway, so they changed it once they got a hold of it, and fucking, I don't know. Anyway, it just makes me mad because it's false hope, and they're gonna make a fucking butt ton of money, like you said, Slick.
Oh yeah.
It's just so wrong. It's the classic snake oil salesman, right? Like,
Yeah.
this will get your dick hard and make you live forever,
Well-
and you'll get wealthy.
Wait,
and,
none of those work?
I'm wondering though if even the Shark Tank judges were even in on it. Like, oh, if we all go in on it together, it just shows that how good of a product it could be, and then just bullshit everyone to buy more.
Yeah, that's possible. It's not even a super crazy conspiracy theory. I mean, why not? It would make them all a bunch of money. It's actually, I wonder if something like that has happened before.
I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, that's kind of what immediately what my mind went to.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, oh, here's a scheme.
Yeah, because it's weight loss,
Yeah.
obviously marketed toward women.
What fucks me
Society.
up is
Sorry.
how everybody's always trying to go for the quick fix. And of course you would, because if you can do some quicker and easier, sure, fine. But everyone knows how this stuff works.
I might have to disagree with you a little bit on that.
Really?
A lot of people have no idea what the fuck, how it works. They just go, they're told it helps you lose weight, burn fat, etc. And they go, oh, I'll take it. They don't look at the ingredients. They don't look at what ingredients do what. They just go, I want it.
But I'm not talking about the supplements. I'm talking about weight loss in general. Because
okay.
there's literally only one way to lose weight, and it's to be in a caloric deficit. It is the only way. Unless you cut something out of yourself, which is technically still a caloric deficit.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting, but it's true. It's the only thing. So every intermittent fasting and different diets that force you to metabolize differently, and exercising a fuck ton. Well, exercising pumps up your caloric needs. So if you were to need more but still eat the same, well, that's why you fucking lose weight when you exercise. Yeah. Caloric deficit. It's it. That's it. That's all the fuck there is.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Show's over.
That's it.
So when they suggest that you can kajigger your body to fucking, burn specifically off your waistline or whatever, that's not how it works.
Yeah, no.
I have a very good diet, and I have been working out for a few years, working out hard for a year, and I still have a little bit of back fat, and I don't give a fuck because people have fat.
Yeah, it's something to grab.
Yeah. Hey, let go of that.
Hey, let go of that. Don't touch my fat.
Shit.
But Mickey, you have a very good perspective on this because you have worked in more than one supplement store.
Yes, and
So I'm going to turn it over to you right now.
so maybe not so much at my new place, but at the old place, it was every day. Weight loss. I need weight loss. What can I do to lose weight? What can I buy to lose weight? What's your best weight loss supplement? And I could just list off all the different ones that people wanted to buy that they heard about on TV, or that Dr. Oz show. Oh, I saw on Dr. Oz that these guys lost weight. You go, okay, are you exactly that person? Did you do it? Like, were you there? Like, what do you know about this? What do you know that you think this will help you lose weight? And I'll even say more than half the time, it's people who really want that quick fix. Maybe 30% of the people understand they got to put a little bit of work into it.
Right.
They'll come in and say, oh, will this help me lose weight along with my diet and exercise? Oh, look, there's some brain cells in there. Good for you. You're trying. You did a little bit of homework. But I can say almost every time when people come in and I tell them this is not going to be the be-all, end-all. You have to put some work into it. They're disinterested. They don't care anymore.
Wow. So they really don't fucking get it.
They don't fucking get it.
But everyone's fucking grandma knew this. You are what you eat.
Well, but people are lazy. People are lazy. They don't want to know. I don't know if I've said it before on the show, but in the age of technology, ignorance is a choice. And these people.
That's my line, motherfucker.
Okay, well,
I said that.
Okay, I didn't say it was my line. I've said it before. It's fresh line.
You've heard it.
Copyright fucking fresh. So anyway, when these people come in and I tell them a different story, they go, oh, that can't be right. Okay, then fuck me then. Buy it. See ya.
Wow. So you sell things that don't work.
On their own, yes. Okay. They don't work. There are some things that can help.
So name some things to me that can help, and name some things that are outright bullshit, and for the love of God, don't use brand names.
Okay, this isn't a brand name, but it was a really big thing for a few years, the green coffee bean, where people are going, oh, you can lose weight, like lose 10 pounds in like a month.
Explain that.
I remember that.
What that one does is it just helps you feel full faster, because the way our brains work is like, well, they tell you when you eat, especially if you're one who overeats, is pace yourself so you don't overeat. What the green coffee bean does is it actually helps stimulate the essentially the stomach and brain connection, so you start to feel full faster. It's not quite like a fiber pill that you can take up space in your stomach,
right.
But it's generally the same idea. Again, that with eating properly, you're gonna do okay.
What is the active mechanism in a green coffee bean that facilitates this?
To be honest, I actually have no fucking idea. It's just the green coffee bean in and of itself. There's
it's just a weird thing, so they were like, yeah, cool.
It's honestly the only thing that I know for sure about the green coffee bean is that it only has 20% of caffeine content. So I don't understand how, from a not completely grown green coffee bean, will have that effect on the body.
It has to be like a chemical reaction within the bean, like when it becomes.
It's got to be something like
shit
that.
like that.
That's fucked up because coffee is actually one of very few things that you can say with confidence works to aid weight loss because it's a thermogenic, because it boosts energy, because it actually causes you to metabolize more, so you burn more.
Oh yeah.
You get hungrier. It's one of few things that for sure works. So the fact that it would work to suppress appetite, I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
you're not brewing it though.
No, I understand it's a different uptake, but
that's
it's
what
just,
it is though.
Yeah.
I mean, because tea's the same, roughly, like when you brew tea.
Okay, so let's
helps
talk
you
about
burn.
tea.
I've dabbled in tea a long time ago. I mean, so what I hear is oh man, this was a while ago, but when you eat, you're not supposed to drink cold fluid. You're supposed to drink warm fluid, like a tea or a coffee.
Why?
So why? Because it has a lot to do with the rate of digestion, how well your stomach breaks down fats. And if you mix it with like a cold temperature, it's going to take longer. It's not going to break down as effectively. But if you
Because it solidifies the stuff, right?
Yeah. Like, no, it's like a fight, right? Because it's being digested, but, it's harder to because it's going to your stomach. So it's all in the acid still. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. The reaction it would be solidify or like make it denser.
Okay.
When you drink a warm beverage, it helps break that down.
It aids in digestion.
It aids in digestion.
Ginger tea.
Any kind of tea, really. And a lot of cultures, like Asian cultures, even England, they have a lot of tea. A lot of people are skinny because they drink tea when they eat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, England actually has an obese issue at the
Yeah,
moment.
no. Yeah. I guess it's like 1920s England. That's like what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Like
England followed America off the cliff.
I mean, it's hard now because it's like, oh, you go get a meal. Here's a fucking giant soda pop with a million ice cubes in it, right? You know what I'm saying? And that is just
pop is
the
a
worst.
killer.
But even water, they say you should drink water at room temperature.
Yeah.
And not cold.
The only time I drink water cold is when I'm working out.
I don't even do that. The only time
but I need it, bro, because I'm so hot. But otherwise, like even if I'm biking on a hot day, I don't have it icy cold.
See, though, it's interesting that I'm getting these two don't drink cold waters, etc. The last time I really heard someone, it was like I was watching the Survivor Man show.
Oh, yeah.
And he said to drink cold water, like if you happen to be in the desert and happen to come across cold water, don't drink it. You have to bring it up to temperature because your body actually has to burn calories to bring it up to temperature.
Yeah, exactly.
So some people, I remember from just as I entered this sort of work area, people were saying, yeah, I just drink cold water every day. It helps them just burn calories because their body has to.
Well, for the same reason that when you take a cold shower, it helps with metabolism. So it's not crazy, but what Slick's talking about is digestion. So that's kind of a different issue.
And let me just go on record for that. That is all just what I remember. I don't have anything in front of me.
No, I've heard the same.
You know what I mean? So I'm just going off pure memory from years ago.
Yeah.
But the water thing definitely. So like if you're drinking cold water on an empty stomach, there's nothing wrong with that, and you're well fed, right? Like you're not dying for food. That's fine. Like when you're working out, that's probably ideal when to drink it because you're bringing your metabolism up more, and whatever.
Yeah.
So you just have to know what you're doing, really.
Yeah, big
That's
time.
it.
But when I wanted to talk about tea, I wanted to talk about fit teas.
Oh, fit teas.
Because y'all have heard of these, right?
Yeah, I drank a lot of tea. I actually still have a ton of tea. Like
I know, you always tried to pump
20
me with
teas.
tea.
Oh, yeah. Teas are great. I actually haven't had a tea in probably 6 months. It's weird.
Huh.
Going through this phase of I've just been drinking coffee.
I fucking hate tea.
Man. Oh, I love tea. But the fit teas never got into because I already knew it was just bullshit.
Because you're an intelligent fucking human.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but yeah.
Above average. How's that?
Sure. We'll go with that. Why not?
There's a lot of motherfuckers bringing the average down.
Yes, absolutely.
Is there a price difference in fit teas and Like green tea?
I can answer that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We're about to blow your fucking toque off,
Oh,
doggy.
man, don't even fucking do it. I don't even know if I'm ready for that. I don't even know.
Mickey, go.
So you can honestly you can have green tea and weight loss green tea can be the exact same fucking thing. Same size box and everything, but as soon as you add that weight loss bullshit, it just went up $5. I am not kidding.
Wow.
That being said, though, oddly enough, in my years of working in this industry, the only quote unquote fit teas that I've actually sold are actually ones that are pretty much laxatives.
Okay. And people think that will do what for them?
Shit themselves skinny.
Oh my god. Now I've drank laxative tea. I actually have some, and it is a great thing if you're clogged.
Absolutely, but I've had people come in and not to necessarily point any fingers, but mostly women. They'll buy them. They'll buy like 5 or 6 boxes at a time because only come
Just
like
go shit their brains
No,
out.
I'm
Oh,
not
God.
5 or
kidding.
6 boxes.
well, just so they don't have to come back in later. You know what I mean? So as often, but it's just going either you are extremely irregular and you have too much iron, or something's going on with your eating habits, or you're going to make yourself sick. You're going to kill yourself. This is not healthy. You can't shit yourself skinny and be healthy.
No.
That makes no fucking sense.
So what is the point of that much laxative tea?
Well, again, when they're buying it in bulk, it's so they don't have to come in later. That's pretty
No,
much it.
I understand.
Oh,
Okay. If you acknowledge that you need to shit yourself skinny, as you say, wouldn't one think that you should just maybe eat less?
okay.
Because
Well,
the
I guess
shit comes from somewhere.
I'll bring in the demographic of the women who are buying it. They're mostly already skinny, and they're buying these laxative and/or diuretic teas to lose that water weight.
What are they, bodybuilding competitors?
And you know what? I wish they were, but most of them weren't. They get on the scale and go, oh shit, I'm 5 pounds up. Better go buy my shit myself skinny tea. And they go, oh look, my 5 pounds are gone. And then they go have a fucking pint of water and they go, oh fuck, that 5 pounds are back. Like they fluctuate. It is so bad.
That's why the scale's such a poor metric.
Well, and you know what? I've told a lot of my customers, I go, stop looking at the scale and start looking at the inches. When you go down a belt loop.
Well, hold on.
Let's
Let's not tell all the ladies to look at the inches.
When it comes to us, don't look at the inches. But because people do that, and you know what? A big thing with people not understanding, really and surprisingly still, that muscle weighs more than fat. They don't get it.
So I'll cut you off because there's some fucking asshole out there right now who's going, muscle doesn't weigh more than fat. It's denser. Yes. So on Earth, it weighs more than fat. We know how density works, you fuck.
No, apparently he does not, or she, whoever the fuck said it.
They.
They, that person, that people kind.
That people can.
That people coming.
See how fucking inclusive we are of all you cockbags?
And vagina bags.
And, yeah.
And vagina. And people bags.
And non-binary gender-specific bags.
We adapt, motherfuckers.
No, we actually respect you.
We
We're
on
just
the
being
fucking
silly. We're
cusp.
including you.
This is a very progressive, surly rant show.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when they come in, they'll say, you know, I've been doing well, but I'm not losing any more weight. And I just say, like, okay, then quit looking at the scale and really look at your pant size, look at your shirt size. Like, where's the actual change happening?
Right.
And again, people go, either they listen and go, I will do that, or go, oh, that doesn't make any sense. Like, no, it's not all fat. It's not all about weight. And again, some of these women, they're, not using me as the best example, but they're bigger than me, like in height. So when they're,
Dude, my dog is bigger than you.
So when they're, 5'9" and they're 150 pounds, they want to be 120 pounds. It's like you can be, but you will be very unhealthy. You will
Right.
not be a happy camper.
Right.
You'll feel like shit constantly. Be happy with yourself. Be happy with your weight.
There it is. Finally. Shit.
Yeah, it's been a few episodes, eh?
20 minutes.
And that's so fucked up. Really. I mean, that people buy tea to just shit water weight out.
Okay, so let's move into the topic of body dysmorphia.
Ooh, that's good.
Definition, please.
Mickey, why don't you look up the official definition? But
I will do that.
Essentially,
I
it's
have that.
this phenomenon of You do not have body dysmorphia.
I swear to you, I do.
You do not have body dysmorphia.
Okay, go. Just keep talking.
I'm getting it.
We're just gonna let Mickey
We're
fucking
just gonna,
spell
I
it
swear,
out here
man, I might have it. I don't know.
and tell you how you do not have
Isn't
body
that when you like
dysmorphia.
think
So-
you're like, okay, here.
It is a disorder, body dysmorphic disorder, occasionally still called dysmorphophobia, is a mental disorder characterized by the obsessive idea that some aspect of one's own body part or appearance is severely flawed and warrants exponential measures to hide or fix their dysmorphic part on their person. That's just depressing for me to read. That makes me sad.
Right. But what this means nowadays for most people, it's like how everyone has fucking anxiety.
Yeah.
You don't have anxiety. Your needs are completely unfulfilled. Anyway, we'll get to that.
Oh boy.
But the dysmorphia thing is like you could say that all of these people do have dysmorphia because they're obsessing over one or multiple areas of their body. But it's like, yo, if you just treat like what the actual issue is here, your mental condition will absolve itself and you will no longer have body dysmorphia. You know how they say an addict is always an addict, but you can just eat yourself to health and then you're healthy. Hurrah!
Yeah, I guess, but there's got to be more to it than just doing that.
There is, but there isn't, because okay, so then what? Then you're an ex-anorexic because you no longer, starve yourself, but what? You're mentally obese because you just wish you ate a donut because you have developed better eating. Like it's just you can't slap a fucking disorder just because you have a little bit of self-consciousness about something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they do. And it's why some of these pills are seen as almost virtuous, which I got a real fucking problem with because, again, you're selling people a lie.
Do you think society pushes disorders on people subconsciously?
Yes. No, not subconsciously.
Well, like,
everybody wants a fucking disorder,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I mean, but they don't like.
But you want
Yeah.
the right disorder.
Yeah.
You want the in disorder.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know what's cool. Oh,
Oh,
fuck's
the
sake.
in disorder.
the
I
in
got it. Okay,
disorder.
all right.
Oh wow. Wow, that gets no laughs. All right. No, I do. I agree with you on that. Sorry.
Because so everyone can relate to depression and anxiety, right? That's everybody's got depression and anxiety. Everybody's
yeah.
fucking got it.
Situational
Cool,
anxiety
fine.
is a really big actual issue these days.
Situational anxiety. Think about what this fucking man just said.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get anxious. Die in a fire.
I know.
No shit.
I get anxious when I take the bus. Oh, you have situational anxiety. I'm going to prescribe you some antidepressant medication. Oh, okay.
But that's what I mean. This is
I can touch on that. That's
I'm not saying that it can't be a real thing, but people just really play it sometimes.
so this is where a meditative mindset can help, because one thing you're encouraged to do in meditation, mindfulness meditation, which is what I do, is closely examine what the thing is. And bro, it's crazy, but you can make physical pain just go away by focusing on it, because you realize that it's not anything. It's your body's nerve receptors trying to tell you something when you tune into that message.
Are you sure you don't smoke weed?
I do not smoke weed, my friend. I do not.
No, I totally fucking agree with that.
Okay, so you agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
So why couldn't you also make a physiological condition absolve itself
You can.
with that sort of focus?
You can.
Exactly, you can. So let's say, to use this example, someone has anxiety about riding the bus. Okay, well, why do you have anxiety about riding the bus? Maybe you have a past bus-related trauma, or maybe it always makes you late, or maybe buses are really fucking dirty places.
Maybe.
That makes a lot of good sense.
Yeah.
So now you don't have anxiety, you have a legitimate
Discomfort?
not fear, but yeah, discomfort. So you can either say to yourself, well, I got to take the bus, or you can figure something else out.
Right.
Walk.
There, you're good.
But when I say there's more to it, I don't think it's the actual disorder itself or what it's labeled as or how people, just fucking become crippled from it.
Right.
I think it's more so like the mental strength of the individual, because you need to be myself, like we could use like my drinking. I wasn't like an everyday alcoholic, but I definitely had alcoholic tendencies.
Right.
And some people say alcoholism is a disease, right? It's an addiction.
Yes.
Blah blah blah. And one day I just stopped drinking. Like I just stopped cold turkey. Like I probably went on a 3-day bender right before I stopped. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
I just stopped. And that's because I'm a stubborn fucking asshole. And I'm never stubborn with myself, but that one day I fucking decided to be stubborn. So it's like the mental toughness within oneself to realize that you do have the power to just overcome pretty much anything you want.
Right.
Right. So that's what I say when it's more to it. It's not so much what the disorder is, it's the person. It's, I guess, all the things in their life that they have experienced and their mental toughness with how they deal with problems.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sound too much like fucking Jordan Peterson and be like, you gotta buck up, mister. But a lot of it could be solved by that. So that whole tough love mentality, it's not completely out of place. And the fact that some things are so much more commonly diagnosed now, and I'm not even going to be specific because fill in the blank, whatever situation you're familiar with. Back in the day, they used to say, suck it up. And you really did. You really got over it because that's a real thing.
Do you think we are now in a society that too often panders to people's self-diagnosis?
Yeah, he said that.
No, I'm just really clarifying it then. Just
absolutely,
bringing it full circle.
Absolutely, because so this is the tough part about the caretaking society. I say this as someone who believes in every form of social safety and security net. And you good?
Yeah, sorry, I just keep hitting that light.
Okay. And I think that every possible treatment should be available to people. But you engender these weaknesses in people because the weakness creates an advantage. For example, if someone has an anxiety disorder, that's a really great excuse to not do a bunch of stuff they don't like doing. Well, the fact is, probably most people don't like doing those same things. There's a reason that it's a sort of a truistic meme nowadays that canceling plans is fun. Because you just want to fucking stay home.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't have a fucking disorder, and there's nothing wrong with people, and there's nothing wrong with your brain. Sometimes doing shit sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There, we solved it. We solved millennials.
Yeah, that's it.
Golf clap.
So, the people who proclaim themselves to have body dysmorphia, just like with all of these conditions, there are those for real who really have them and really need help. Just like there are people with hypothyroidism who need really serious treatments for obesity because their body doesn't work to tell this thing to shut off. Like, those things exist. 9 out of 10 people you're talking to don't have them.
No, yeah. But it seems like they do.
Or haven't even gotten it checked. That is something I deal with on the fucking daily.
Tell me about that.
So, I guess it's mostly women who actually have thyroid issues. In the most case, I get probably doesn't matter. So particularly when women come in, I'll go through a list of questions. I can spend 45 minutes with these people because I want to make sure what I'm giving them is what they need.
Right.
So when they say, I'm having trouble losing weight, I go, okay. I start with their iron. I go, how's your iron levels? And then we go from there. But I always come around to the thyroid. I go, how's your thyroid? And a lot of times they go, I don't know. And then
how would they know that?
So, simple blood test. I say, so I ask them, I go, have you gone for a blood test recently? And usually the answer is, I'm actually going for one soon, which is really weird. It's always the case, I'm going for one soon.
Okay. Because no one actually is.
Right. Well,
they don't want to seem like they
fair enough. But when they say that, I say, while you're there, ask them to do a thyroid test. It's the same blood. They don't have to take it from another part of your body. They can get all the answers in the same test.
Right.
And I always tell them to actually get a physical copy of the test because there's a scope of good and bad. Where if you're on the low side of the outside of bad, they medicate you, or on the outside of good, they medicate you. But if you're on the low, just before on the outside of bad, be medicated, they go, you're okay. And again, if you're taking a test and you get a D on the test, that's not a good mark. So again, I help them from there. But but when the thyroid doesn't work, you can see it. Hypothyroidism, it can ruin somebody's life.
My mom doesn't have a thyroid.
Oh, neither does mine.
She chemotherapy
Holy fuck.
killed it, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that could happen.
Oh yeah, man. Chemotherapy can fuck you up.
Oh, I know that. I just didn't know it could just do that though.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
It's really harsh on your body, and in many cases better than the alternative. But
Yeah.
it's rough.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you know what she does? She exercises and eats right and doesn't make fucking excuses.
I was gonna say, like,
does she take medication for it to like that T? I can't remember what it's called. That actually tells your body like, oh, the thyroid's actually there. Haha, just kidding.
She might.
Okay,
But she also takes good care of herself.
Okay, because I know my mom has to. It's just my mom's thyroid was taken out. I think it was just super fucked up. So it's out, and she has to take a pill that tells her body that the thyroid's still there. So,
that's crazy.
but again, real problems. But these people, should they listen to the advice I can possibly give them, it's changed. It's changed their life.
Doesn't that scare the shit out of you that people come to a completely unqualified person and ask for advice on how to fix their life?
Yeah, a little bit.
No
but-
offense intended.
No.
of course.
I'm not. And people come in and they go, I take this medication. Is this okay to take? I go, I don't fucking know. I'm
Go
not
see
a
your
doctor.
man.
What kind of medication?
A lot of times it's blood thinners
Jesus.
and blood pressure.
Oh man.
Few people these days I find are taking cholesterol medication, which is good because they're finding that stuff will fuck your brain up. Because cholesterol medication, like an antibiotic, it doesn't discriminate on the good and the bad. And apparently, 20% of what's encompassing our brain is good cholesterol. And they're starting to link that to dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Wow.
That's really
fucking
interesting,
crazy.
actually.
Yeah,
Just eat
I'm
more
gonna look into
garlic.
that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I eat shit ton of that shit, man. Phew.
A shit ton of that shit.
I love garlic. Anyway. Okay.
So, what else as far as supplements, good and bad, do you have, Mickey?
Okay. Oh, you know what? Because you asked me a good one, and we never got to the bad one. That's complete bullshit for weight loss.
Okay.
CLA, conjugated linoleic acid.
It just sounds like something you'd put on a
Isn't-
freshly installed floor.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Like, what the fuck is that? I would never put that in my body.
Yeah. Conjugated linoleic acid.
Hold on while I smoke
Isn't
this
that
cigarette.
naturally manufactured by the body, linoleic acid?
I believe it is, but the
Linoleic acid.
ALA.
ALA.
This is conjugated linoleic acid.
What is conjugated? It's correctly grammared acid?
Yeah, really. Honestly, it's just, as far as I'm concerned, when I see it, it just looks like scientific jargon to me. I go, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
But what they claim it does is it specifically targets belly fat.
Oh my god.
Here's the kicker. Here's my favorite part. You have to take it for about 3 months before you notice a difference.
How,
So that's about 4 or 5 bottles, by the way.
what is? Oh, so they're just taking
they're
people
just
for a
it's probably
fucking
like
ride.
$90 a bottle or something like that.
Yeah. I will say though, in the 6 years I've been doing this, I've had a handful of people who swear by it, but they also go to the fucking gym.
That's the key, man.
Right.
All this shit, all this shit works. All this shit can potentially work if you just combine it with the right shit.
But you're talking about fractions, bro, because I saw stuff that said appetite suppressants actually work. And you know what the difference was over a 2-year study? 2.6 kilos.
Cool, but they work.
Yeah, they work. These people also diet and exercise. So the difference between an active person and a non-active person was not accounted for at all. but the difference between an active person who took the supplement and an active person who didn't. At that point, why the fuck do you care? What's 2.6 kilos?
Yeah, what?
You know what though? Like, if it's a mental thing though, if you go, if I take this and go to the gym, I'll lose weight. Then you spend that fucking money on that bottle.
You
that
might be
makes you
right.
go to the fucking gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
that's
true.
what it fucking takes, you know, shame on you for being that fucking dumb. But if that does it for you, good for you.
Fuck. Oh yeah, I used to take a shit ton of supplements.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Well, I did the creatine. Is that supplement? This kind of like supplement.
Creatine's a supplement, but it's not a weight loss supplement.
No,
it's
no,
actually
I'm
a weight
just talking
gain
about
supplement.
Yeah.
Supplements in general.
Yeah.
I took.
That's how I get swole.
Well, I take all the vitamin supplements and shit like that. What else did I take? Oh, I took like that fucking pre-workout bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh, that shit that just it tastes like poison.
Oh,
Like the NO explode bullshit.
There it is.
You're just like, what is going on with my body?
I used to sell the fuck ton of that.
Yeah,
I've never
man.
taken it, and I'm so scared of it.
I only
It's
took it
scary
once,
shit, man.
but it does not make me feel okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd rather just not take it ever.
Okay, what
But
else?
then there's the one. Hopefully you've heard of this one. You should have. The Cut, man. You know what the Cut is, right?
The cut.
Never been on the Cut, eh? I'm not gonna say the full name. Well, yeah, I guess I could, right?
Yeah.
Hydroxycut, man. The Cut.
Yeah, that's advertised on TV all the
Yeah,
time.
the Cut.
Yeah.
It made me fucking pissed.
So I've heard this name, but I think this is before my time.
I don't even know what. I can't even remember what it's supposed to do. That's how long it's been.
See, when you used to visit me at my store from time to time. I was
Yeah.
selling it, and it was still in my store before I started there.
Oh, it's been around.
And it still
It's
is
like
around.
the original.
Yeah, and that's just another product that boosts your energy, has a thermogenic properties to it, and claims to have a bit of appetite suppressant. But again, you take it, you go to the fucking gym, you're not really thinking about being hungry.
Yeah.
You're fucking lifting weights.
But my question to you, Mickey, is: can some of these things fuck with your like emotions, your moods?
oh, absolutely.
Because I honestly, there was a thing like with my friends and family at the time, like, oh, be careful, Mitch is on the cut.
Really?
Right? Like I tried this thing just for kicks, right? And I worked out and stuff too. It
Yeah.
wasn't just like, so I just want to see if this shit would work. And it didn't really do anything. Like, I mean, I didn't really notice, but I was already in pretty good shape. But the only thing I noticed was I was increasingly more PO'd every day that I took it.
I could see that.
Wow. You
Yeah.
can get more PO'd?
Oh, dude, when I'm on the cut, watch the fuck out. I'm rolling up to the cut with the Cut.
Well, hold on. They got a weight loss and a premium weight loss.
Yeah, they're
there's-
probably expanding their business.
There's
eh?
a hydroxycut A and a hydroxycut B.
What the
But
fuck?
right off the bat,
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
right off the bat, we're looking at 270 milligrams of caffeine, and then some green coffee extract. Not saying any caffeine supplement, but we're at 200 milligrams. And if you got the old one, you may have had a product that was actually banned in Canada. It's called Yohimbine, and
probably.
that actually increases testosterone levels.
Wow. That's probably what I was doing then.
If I'm not mistaken, again, don't super quote me on that, but I believe that's what people were really taking
Right.
it for. Also, there's a nice little amino acid called L-theanine. And what
Sounds like a fucking Greek goddess or some shit.
Oh my god. Oh my
Okay,
god.
we got something.
This is amazing. Okay, so I'm just going through all their different versions right now. And there's one called Hydroxycut Black.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's that one for?
Intense weight loss.
Oh, man.
So, science-backed key weight loss ingredient.
What is it?
What is it?
Exercise?
People using the key ingredient in Hydroxycut Black in a 60-day study lost an average of 10.95 pounds with a low-calorie diet and 3.7 pounds in a separate 8-week study with a calorie-reduced diet and moderate exercise.
Wow.
Now, what is that ingredient? Mickey.
Oh, I have no idea.
All right, I'll tell you.
Okay.
What is it?
It comes from a plant.
Dandelion.
This plant is known as C. Caniphora robusta.
Weed?
You guys might know it by its other name. Coffee!
Bop, bop,
Boom.
It's just a fucking stimulant.
Yeah.
Just go drink a
Just
coffee.
drink coffee and go to the gym.
What the fuck?
Or just fucking drink water and go to the gym.
Oh my god.
Or just
I'm
don't
so
eat
mad.
fucking McDonald's.
Caloric deficit. That's it.
It's all bullshit.
Literally,
man. Like,
burn more than you put in and you'll lose weight.
No. Let's even get to the fucking grassroots of this bullshit.
That is the grassroots. That's the complete
I know,
concept
of science,
of it.
but of people's life.
Okay.
It's your lifestyle. Change your fucking lifestyle.
Holy fuck. I just looked up exactly what Yohimbine does, and it's fucking horrible.
Yohimbine?
Yeah. It's quite interesting, but it's one of those things where, yes, it's bad, but. So, Yohimbine, right off the bat, obviously pregnant or breastfeeding, that's on everything. You can go buy vitamin A, and it says, well, contact your doctor if you are planning to be pregnant or breastfeeding. Bleeding conditions is something to watch out for. And then it says people at risk of internal bleeding disorders, it could worsen it. Schizophrenia.
Jesus.
What?
It will, again, enhance people who have schizophrenia issues. Right. Prostate problems. This one is actually will worsen benign prostate hyperplasia, which is like little almost like cysts on your prostate sort of thing.
Okay.
Oh, I am sold. Let's order a case of it.
I'll take it all.
PTSD. People have suffered worse symptoms after using Yohimbine. Liver disease, kidney disease. People who have these should not use it. High blood pressure or low blood pressure. People who use small amounts have increased blood pressure, and large amounts can cause dangerously low blood pressure. Heart pain or heart disease, anxiety, depression, diabetes, and surgery. So it's one of these things where it's like, don't take it if you have any of these fucking problems. Well, it has shown signs to worsen said problems.
No wonder I'm fucked.
Again, this is a product that is now banned in Canada like 4 years ago.
Oh, I was definitely taking the original one or the like,
and quite possibly.
Oh no, not 100%. Dude, but, this was like 7 or 8, 9 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, this you were definitely like, taking it with you.
Yeah, I was 1,000%. No wonder I was fucked in the head. No wonder I'm fucked now. I altered some shit.
Do you think that somehow originally caused you to start drinking?
No, I think I was drinking when I took it.
Oh. Well, that was probably a good combo.
Yeah.
Almost like borderline road rage.
Yeah, it was not good.
That's like Chucky always says he likes to mix his uppers and his downers. So he'd make you like a vodka Red Bull.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
This is just death in a cup.
That was my go-to.
I loved them.
I take
Once upon a time, I loved them.
I'd take a cut and then I'd head to the bar to get 8 vodka Red Bulls or whatever.
Are you serious?
Not 8, like 4.
But like you take the cut and then you fucking go.
Not right away. Like I take it like that day and then a couple hours.
People do that. People have done that, and you know what? Since we're on
Still alive, homie.
I wanted to bring this up at some point, and I think this is a good segue point. Ephedrine.
What about ephedrine?
Is that like a friend of yours?
But ephedrine isn't a fake thing. Like ephedrine really does the thing.
Does the thing, but in like the same way as not eating does the thing.
Okay. What the fuck is ephedrine?
So
you serious?
Yeah,
you were a gym bro and you don't know what ephedrine is.
Bro, you didn't know what fucking hydroxycut was.
Yeah, because it's dead now.
Yeah, but it wasn't for like 10 years.
It was really big.
All right, well, whatever. I eat plants.
So
I eat plants, man.
So we're gonna essentially segue into the addiction side of supplements, not necessarily the lifestyle, the supplement intake. So
we're talking actual chemical dependence.
Yeah, I'd go with that. I don't think it's really more of a mental thing. I think we're straight up on a chemical dependency.
Okay.
So when people would come in, they'd buy ephedrine. They'd just buy one pack at a time.
Okay, what is ephedrine though? What does it do?
Tell us, man, what it is.
It essentially opens up your what it's supposed to be for. It opens up your airways, kind of clears you up if you have really bad sinus issues. And taken in high quantities, it's kind of like that's the best way to say it. It supercharges your body. Like you have high energy.
Oh,
your blood vessels are opened up. Your airways are opened up. You feel like you're on fucking crack, as far as I'm concerned.
It's one of the most commonly abused medicines available over the counter. So yeah, it's super addictive.
Can I still get it?
Yeah, yep. You can fucking go to the store and buy it right now.
I'm fucking going there.
Also, a lot of times an ingredient in meth. Just fun fact for you.
I remember one time I was visiting you at work, And this lady came in, and it was the sketchiest thing because you guys had like a certain dollar amount deal for a certain amount of bottles. And she just walked in, didn't even talk, had crazy meth face, just slaps the money on the counter, grabs the bottles, and just went. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Because I didn't know what ephedrine was at the time, right? And you're just like, it's ephedrine. And I said, what is that? And you were like, doesn't matter what it is, they use it for meth.
100%. I actually had a sketch ball of a lady. She was very brief, her visiting time, because she would come in. She probably bought altogether maybe like 10 cases worth. And in each case there were 12 bottles, and each bottle had 50 pills. So math it up, people. That being said, she then came in and said, hey, do you guys sell Epsom salts? I said, no, you can try Walmart. And then I never saw her again.
What is she going to do with the Epsom salt?
She died.
Yeah, she probably died. She was making meth.
You can make meth with that?
Ephedrine, Epsom salts, and other things, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That being said,
wow.
So,
small business idea.
So, yeah, real small, like out of a camper trailer.
Oh, wow. Lame.
Whatever. So, people would come in, they go, oh, I've heard of ephedrine, blah, blah, and I would just tell them it's for congestion. It's a decongestant.
Right.
Not to be used outside of that. And these people were just normal, healthy-looking people. And what happens is with ephedrine in long-term use, you start off as normal you, ephedrine you. And then it
fucks your base level up.
Well, then then it's tired you, normal you, just so you can fucking function. People are taking it like they'll come in. They're not even shaky because they're so fucking tired. Crack a bottle and not take the whole thing, but like taking a shot of fucking whiskey. It's like there's probably like 8 pills in there. Off I go.
So same principle as caffeine.
Well, thank you for bringing that up.
Oh boy.
So people would do ephedrine and caffeine. There was, for a very brief amount of time, it was ECA stack, ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin. That
sounds like a potent cocktail.
I think it was on and off the market.
What does the aspirin do?
Well, it's the same. I believe they took it for the effect of like I'm having a heart attack. Oh, take a baby aspirin. For that effect.
Jesus Christ.
So, but now you've numbed your body. Your blood vessels and your airways are opened up, and you have caffeine.
Probably a shit ton of caffeine too, right? Like just a bunch.
Well, I believe the dose was just 200 milligrams, which was like a cup of coffee. You go to your local coffee shop, buy a medium coffee. That's about 200 milligrams.
Yeah, but this isn't a pill.
This isn't a pill. So your body is metabolizing it like that.
Yeah.
And then people added another product called synephrine, which just enhances everything to make them work better.
Am I the only one who's thinking about the mad gains I could be getting?
Oh yeah, like I am
think
like,
of it.
Yo, you know how many fire beats I could probably write on this?
How much you make? 80.
Yeah,
It's been 12 minutes.
Fucking 12 minutes, 80 beats, sold 40. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Murphy.
Drake's on the phone. Hey, I like your stuff.
Paid off my house.
Yeah. But
God.
And then not shortly after, like I said, normal them, ephedrine them, and stuff like that, they became dependent. And there was no more gym aspect. It was just to get through the fucking day.
Damn.
And it was quick. It happened fucking quick.
So you saw this happen.
Yes.
Damn.
5 years at the one place, and
What's quick? Like 3 years?
no, like month.
Oh.
So that's kind of a fucking dark aspect of the fitness world in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, but there were still some who used it properly. I had one gentleman who was a regular. He only came in like once every 2 months. He would buy 1 packet of ephedrine. That's it, and off he went. And then I'd seen him like a month or 2 later.
But he still wasn't using it as a decongestion.
No, he was using it for the gym, but he trimmed up. Like, he was still kind of like a stocky guy. But yeah, he probably lost over the 2 years, he probably lost like 50, 60 pounds. But it kept a lot of it. It was a lot of muscle thing going on there. But it was like 50, 60 pounds of fat. But he looked good. But he essentially did it improperly, but right.
Yeah, he did the work.
Yeah, he did the work.
Everything in moderation except that.
But again, though,
crack.
It starts out like at 1 bag or one bottle, and then they're just like, this is fantastic. I like this, and that's it.
I have a friend who had ephedrine in her stack, And the concept of a pre-workout is foreign to me because I feel so much more energized while and after working out. I'm like, why would I want to? I don't understand that. Why would you want to get zoomed up?
Well,
working out doesn't make me tired.
Well, again, these people too. Whether I wouldn't even say necessarily the gym rats. The gym rats, they're just so all over the place. I could not put them into a category of like, oh, they all do the same thing. Like they're all doing something different. Like, it's just so weird. However, there are the people. I'll say it's the middle-aged parent who doesn't really have time. They go like, oh, if I get up at 5 and go to the gym for an hour, be home in time to get my kids ready for school. They don't eat fucking breakfast, first of all, and they go, I need this energy. So it starts off as coffee, and they go, I need more. What do you recommend? And then, here's me rolling my eyes going, okay, well, we can try a pre-workout. And again, it's coffee.
There we go.
It's coffee plus.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's certain ones that I do like.
Dealer.
Yeah, really. Come see me for your fix. There's ones that I like that I know actually help with more so the muscle gain aspect. But then there's just some that's just pure caffeine.
So what is something that helps with the muscle gain aspect that isn't a stimulant?
So
besides protein.
In a pre-workout, do you mean, or just in general?
In general.
So, when Fresh, you and I went to the gym, I was drinking that amino acid drink. It was a 8-gram dose of amino acids that I would drink throughout my workout.
I'm not sold on the amino acid thing.
Okay, but the thing is though, with the amino acids, they're in your protein. You have a protein shake, whether it be vegan or whey based. There are you have the amino acids.
Yeah, amino acids are what make up protein.
Exactly. And you have your branch chain, your isoleucine, valine, and leucine that are essentially your building blocks for muscle growth.
Science, motherfuckers.
So for me particularly, I'm a wee man. There's not a lot of fat to work with. I found that with the amino acids during drink, it kind of kept me going. Just I could feel my body being more hydrated. My muscles didn't get so tired during the workouts. Again, just me personally. So with amino acids, that's one thing that they can put into a pre-workout. They put creatine into a pre-workout. Mm-hmm. Just usually at a 1-gram dose because it just adds a little bit more pump into your muscle. Like some people will. Well,
yeah, because creatine causes water retention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, creatine monohydrate particularly, because it's a creatine hydrochloride or purple K, crealkaline, depending on who you talk to.
Right.
That's the same thing, but less water retention.
I was gonna say the best workouts I've ever had in my life was when I didn't eat and just drank water.
It's me every day, baby.
That's usually how I used to do it.
That's so weird.
I would never eat. I would never have coffee. Nothing. Just water. Shit ton of water, and work the fuck out, man. Like, I could work out for like 2.5 hours, and then when I started like, I don't know, some of that pre-workout bullshit, like it just made me not want to work out. I'm like, bro, I'm like weird
because you're fucked up.
I'm fucking feeling weird right now.
You get the beta alanine and citrulline malate, stuff like that gives you that tingly feeling all over your body.
Yeah.
And people
that sounds awful.
It is pretty awful.
Yes,
but a lot
that's
I've done it before just to try to see what people are feeling. And if you're actually working out properly, you don't feel it. You shouldn't be feeling that tingly feeling if you're working out. I found anyways. That tingly feeling is happening mostly because you're not moving enough. I found in my experience.
So my friend who toyed with the ephedrine stack also did the beta alanine thing and everything, and she said that she felt weird as fuck.
Yeah,
and she works out properly.
Okay,
so.
I guess maybe it was just.
But you made a really interesting point, Mickey. You said you don't have a lot of fat to burn.
Yeah.
So or like none.
People talk about, especially if you listen to Joe Rogan, you hear the word ketosis 100,000 times a day. But people don't understand what that means. And basically what it means, your body's metabolizing fat rather than glucose, glycogen. It's metabolizing your stores instead of what you ate, unless what you ate is primarily fat, hence ketogenic diet. So, Mickey's point can be addressed thusly. Just fucking eat something, Mickey.
I've been eating stuff. I told you my fucking
No, I know,
nightmare
but
shake.
I mean when you were working out before, Problem is you weren't eating very much.
I wasn't eating very much, but before the gym, I always had a big fruit shake that was my pre-workout.
Sure. And that's great. But at the same time, I will stop eating at 8 p.m. every night. And then when I go to the gym at 5 a.m., I haven't eaten since, and I'm still fine. Well, why is that? Because my body stores effectively. So really the point is just to be eating in a consistently healthy state.
Yeah.
Not necessarily smash something right beforehand. And that's like what you were saying, Slick. Mm-hmm. So when you've properly metabolized everything and now you're working off your stores, you really do function better mentally. Mm-hmm. It is good for you. Mm-hmm. So you can get some great workouts in. A lot of that is personal preference. You know, some people like Chucky cannot work out if he hasn't eaten. He can't do it.
There's a lot of things that keep Chucky from going to the gym, though.
What's up, Dad? Shots fired.
Sorry, Dad.
I'm sorry, man.
Cut and print that. I want to send it to him right now. You're right. But back when I was able to drag him there, like I saw him without eating, and it was sad. Yeah. Sadder than
like sad
normal.
Thing.
Sad dad.
Yeah. See, and you're right about my eating habits. It's my Irish heritage. We eat to not be hungry. Just get on with our fucking day.
I understand
Such fucking bullshit.
But again, so all this is just crazy way, like talking about glycogen versus like ketosis and all this is just crazy ways of avoiding the simple issue that you don't fucking take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm not speaking to you, Mickey.
And that's
although
what
I don't.
You don't.
And that's the grassroots of it is lifestyle. Change your fucking lifestyle.
It's the thing. And I've told Fresh this, and I actually have implemented this in a lot of my pitches. Because again, like, I don't like to just sell.
Listen to this fucking snake.
I don't like to just sell. I
oil.
like to inform my customers because I don't want them. I hate when they have buyer's remorse. I don't like when they're going, I'm not sure. And especially when they say they're not sure, I go home and think about it. Do your own research. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to come in here and buy something. But I tell them, I said there's 3 pillars to good health.
Yes.
Eating right, exercising regularly, and sleep.
Hey, dude, I've been getting like 5 to 6 hours every night. That's is huge for me.
So I tell them, I go that you can't half-ass one for the other. You can't substitute one in more for lacking one. It's just there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It has to be a well balance of all 3.
I actually heard a really fucking interesting aspect of weight loss today.
Sleep deprivation. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. No, that's terrible for you.
Okay.
And
doesn't that make you gain?
Yeah, it makes you gain.
It shoots your metabolism down the fucking drain.
Yeah. Well, why it does that is because when your body is in that panicked state, which, I mean, sleep deprivation is so bad for you. Mm. It's just bad for you in every conceivable fucking way. Everything stops working after about 20 hours. Yeah. It stops working effectively.
Yeah.
So whatever you think you can do, you know, when you pull an all-nighter, you can't.
Yeah.
Meditation. I know I fucking plug this every show. I find a way to do it.
Yeah,
but
I'm just kidding.
but because of the effect that it has on anxiety and self-awareness, your body works better, and then you're calmer, and then you also sleep better. So it's all of this shit compounding on top of each other, right? But meditation is really good for weight loss because of the stress-reducing effect.
Right. Okay.
So,
I mean, I could see that.
Yeah. Well, so when you're stressed, your body's like freaking out and it's like, fuck, I don't know when I'm going to get my next meal. So it holds on to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And reduce your stress. If you just did that, you'd probably lose weight.
That's part of what I do also. I'll even ask like how you're sleeping, and they'll say poorly, and I'll actually get them on another amino acid that actually helps reduce their helps relax their adrenal gland to help them sleep better. So
that's great, but and I know these people are coming to you for product suggestions and everything, and you are just doing your job and trying to help. Like, of course, Pope Mickey tries to help. But don't you think, like, don't you just want to say, like, well, put your fucking phone away and go to bed?
Sometimes I do that. Oh, no. Again, I would love for you guys just to shout at me for a day, and the questions I ask these people, because I don't hold anything back. I will ask not necessarily intimate questions, but I'll go deep. People will come in, they go,
How big is it?
Yeah, that too. People will come in and go, oh, I need a probiotic. And I go, why?
So much judgment on this man's face right now.
Just straight up why? And they go, oh, I heard it's good for you. And like, I had to so much flex my eyes so they do not roll to the back of my fucking skull. I said, oh, I heard it's good for you. Okay. Fuck's sakes. So then I get...
It's not incorrect.
It's not incorrect, but if you don't have pre-existing or existing gut health issues and or taking an antibiotic, you don't really need it. You know what I mean? Like maybe people say like, oh, cleanses are good. Yeah, actually some doctors recommend taking a cleanse once or twice a year.
What kind of cleanse?
Like a full body cleanse, like get the gunk out of your system.
What does that mean?
Toxins.
No.
Oh,
not the gunk. What does the cleanse do? What is it?
It usually
What's the mechanism?
like more of like like what are the ingredients?
Yeah, is it just a fucking laxative?
No. It's there's a mild laxative effect, but it's mostly like a blood cleaner. So there's
what is a blood cleaner?
So one of the main ingredients that you'll find in most decent cleanse formulas is milk thistle. It's actually it helps keep a healthy functioning liver. When you add a little bit more into this cleanse, it actually helps the liver clean out the blood more effectively, like really get in there. I also, though, you 9 times out of 10, every time somebody gets one, I always tell them to either increase their fiber intake through food. That's always my first go. Or there are fiber supplements you can take because the fiber actually absorbs all the crap that you're trying to get out of your body, and then you expel it. Yes.
Okay.
But
no, I've heard of that. I've heard of the cleanses.
But I know about fiber, obviously, and I know about gels, and I know about seeds, and all of these are natural things that are just in the fucking food you eat.
Yeah.
And they cleanse your colon and intestines and shit like this.
That's on a daily. These are extracts, just more potent. Again, like there's a one cleanse. I remember I tell a story all the time. People go, "I want a quick cleanse." I go, "No, you don't." I had a lady one time. She said, "I need a quick cleanse." I said, "You don't want a quick cleanse." And we sold a 7-day cleanse. I said, "This is you're taking a vacation cleanse. You cannot leave the house on this cleanse. It's aggressive." And they go, "Oh, no, it's fine." She returned it like 3 days later.
Damn.
It's aggressive.
So what did she say?
Well, she goes, "Oh, this is way too strong, blah, blah, blah." I'm going, that's what I fucking told you. God forbid you listen to me.
One of the things that I found interesting when I was researching fat blockers is they're one of the two technologies that actually do work. So the appetite suppressants, which had the whopping 2 kilo over 2 years difference, and then fat blockers, and they basically prevent fat uptake from food. So that's an important distinction. So if you were to still eat a bunch of sugar, your body's still going to operate on the same processes it normally does, and it's still going to create that fucking fat.
Oh, wow, okay.
But let's say, fat from a piece of steak or something, 30% of that will be blocked by fat blockers from going into cells. So it's like a fat-to-fat block. But they also lose effectiveness. That's the case with all of these things, actually. Sort of like the ephedrine that Mickey was saying.
Right.
All of them lose effectiveness over time. So, and they can only contribute so much.
Hold on. So if you...
Hold on. I want to finish
I'm just trying
telling
to
you about
the
fat blockers.
Fat blockers.
So fat, instead of being absorbed in your gut and your intestines, because that's where these things happen, actually just goes right out. So when people are on fat blockers, they get oily shits. That's what it turns into.
That's interesting.
Okay. Anyway.
So I understand clearly. If you eat something with fat, it blocks the fat, but it doesn't block the sugars from turning into fat.
Nope.
That's all it does. Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure I was understanding that how you said that. Okay.
Yep.
That just threw me off. I'm like, wow, really? Well, I mean, I guess that's okay. Depending on your diet.
But the thing is, though, these things need to be explained, and this is where marketing comes in. Fat blocker. Yeah. Okay.
That's fucking
that sounds great. Fat blocker. I won't be fat.
Just take a bunch of these and eat a bunch of fucking shit.
So hydroxycut, buy this and use it. You'll lose weight if you follow the instructions closely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just read the thing on their most potent supplement
Yeah.
apparently, and the main ingredient is coffee, and it only works if you reduce your calories and exercise. So you've got all these diets that are tailored to, work on these crazy symptoms, like ketogenic diet can cure epilepsy, supposedly, right? Mm-hmm. That's one of the things it's supposed to be able to do, and studies seem to show that. Okay, cool. But shit like Radiantly Slim and Hydroxycut, and people who just want to lose weight, they'll use this shit as an excuse to not do one thing or to do another thing, right? Mm-hmm. I have a friend who went on the ketogenic diet, and I don't know if he lost any weight. I just saw some of the pictures of his disgusting looking fucking food. Because ketogenic's all fat, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
main principle behind it. You will metabolize your fat if you shift the state that your body operates into just metabolizing fat.
Yes.
And you can do that.
Oh, yeah. I got a buddy on it.
It's a valid principle.
Yeah.
But he didn't, I don't know, he didn't look any different. That's all I know.
The big thing I'm finding with the ketogenics, like I'm working with a lot of people who are actual fitness people now, not like where I used to, where it was just me and my opinion. But the ketogenic diet is so fucking strict. Like to waver screws everything up. And that's a big part I always tell people because they come and go, oh, what do you think of the ketogenic diet? I go, are you disciplined enough to do the ketogenic diet? And I mean, they're turned off by it. Because like it's not an easy diet. Because
goodbye to pizza,
Yeah, it's not easy, and you have to stick with it. I had a gentleman who that amino acid drink that I spoke of earlier. That 5 carbs in that drink per serving fucked up his keto diet.
Yeah, because you can kick yourself out of ketosis.
Yeah,
which really ought to be the fact that it's that difficult to maintain. Should be a flag for most people. Like, this probably isn't for you. And if you have an extreme condition and this works for you, then hey, that's great.
Yeah.
If you have an extreme condition, you're probably willing to do extreme things for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
But most people aren't. And most people don't fucking need to.
Most people are lazy.
Yeah, most people. People are fucking lazy.
That's what. Yeah, my buddy who's on keto, he has a condition.
Yeah.
So he has to be like the doctor prescribed it for him. And stuff.
Well, there you go.
It's like a liver thing, but
Dang.
works for him, right? Because he needs it. But yeah, these people who just do it, I don't think it's the right call. I've never been one though to follow or really look into diets. I've just ate well.
Dog, you did Hydroxycut.
See,
Yeah, that's not a diet though. That would be. That's honestly,
That's a
I do a
diet
lot
trend.
of. Okay, I do a lot of that shit just to see how it fucks with me.
How long were you on that?
Oh, just like maybe a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I went
fuck
deep.
is that bad?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't really gonna work, right? And I didn't really get any results from it.
But you didn't need to lose weight at the time.
No, I was just getting like I was a little chunky, so I was like, oh yeah, cut. It's got cut in the name. It's gonna get cut.
See, there it is.
So no, I was like, no, it was a fad. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
No,
like,
but-
I'm gonna buy it and try it.
And that's part of it too. It's a fad. People go, well, if it's a fad, it must be working for a decent amount of people.
Do you remember our old boss who took? Maybe it wasn't Hydroxycut, but it was something like that.
Yes.
He was taking that and he had it in the drawer at work.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I forgot all about this.
And I was like, I asked him, I was like, so you going to the gym? No.
It's like, oh,
Okay. Good luck with that.
it. I don't know. I'm weird. I will just take shit just to see how it makes me feel while I work out. If I'm back into working out, so I just do it. Like that's why I got the pre-workout just to see what it would do.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But if I'm serious, it's water and no food. Yeah, all day and nothing, and just protein shakes. I used to do creatine, like a cycle of creatine and protein, and that buffed me up a lot.
Creatine works.
Creatine works if you do it right. Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
I avoided creatine for fucking years because I was scared of it because I didn't fucking know anything.
Yeah.
And then Mickey started me on it, and then I finally tried it on my own, and it gave me probably a 5-pound difference.
Oh yeah, man.
And for an ectomorph like me who sheds like when I think about working out, that's huge.
Yeah, it is. Like it took you a while to gain.
Oh,
what
big
you
time.
gain,
But
yeah.
big time, yeah.
Funny little thing about that one though. I've actually had people get addicted to that also.
Really, that's weird.
They get addicted to the swelling of their
Swelling,
muscles.
Well, I understand that.
The big thing with
I'm addicted to that every day.
Well, because the big thing with creatine is you cycle it.
I know.
You load, sustain, off for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
These people take 20 grams a day every fucking day. And then people when
pound the shit out of your liver.
And that's the thing. So newcomers come to me and go, "Oh, I hear it's bad for your liver." Yeah, if you do it wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's an addiction though.
I will say people called me Juice when I cycled that. It was like because I got swole real fast.
See, I never took it. I did the creatine hydrochloride.
You know what? The number one thing that kept me off creatine for years was Dad tried it because, again, like you said, Mickey, he's got all these reasons not to work out. One of the things he did, one of the times he tried to work out was he was going to do creatine, which when you're trying to fucking lose weight, don't start with creatine.
No, what?
It's going to dishearten you.
Goddamn treadmill. Or you know what? Fuck the treadmill. Start with the dumbbells.
Oh.
And just maybe go for a walk at some point.
Yeah.
Put the drink down.
Yeah, for real.
That's coming from Mickey.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So he took like a prescribed loading dose for someone who's actively working out when he started. And he said he just about shit himself because it causes water retention, right? Yeah. So, of course, you just bloat the fuck up and your gut goes like this, and then it's got to go somewhere. So you take probably the best shit of your life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right out.
Yeah. And
can I
for
borrow
that
some
reason,
creatine?
I was afraid for so long. I was like, oh, no, I shouldn't do this. And then my friend convinced me, and it really works.
Yeah, it does. I was the same. I was not afraid, but I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that. Yeah. That's bullshit. And then I just did some research and like I kind of sold myself on what I was reading and made sense. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go try this. And I fucking tried it. I'm like,
the phrase about creatine is that it's one of the most well researched in supplements, but it really is.
Yeah, it's been researched for like the past 40 years or something stupid.
Yeah.
Medically though, creatine, I've actually had people come in post surgery. Doctor recommended creatine.
That makes sense, though, for the same reason that it works when you're working out.
That's crazy, eh?
It's technically a repairing effect.
Well,
right?
it is. Well, because our muscles are made of creatine. If you eat red meat, it's fucking full of creatine.
It's not that full of creatine.
Okay, well,
that's why bros still supplement.
Fair enough.
Bros supplement
again, like it's wow. There's creatine in red meat. There's creatine in our muscles. So after you've been hacked up by your doctor, a good doctor may recommend creatine to help with recovery.
There you go. That's cool. So, Mickey, let's go back to this fucking stupid weight loss supplement. What's even in it that's supposed to make it work?
Which one?
The first one. The one
Radiantly
that kicked this whole
Slim.
shit off. Radiantly Slim. Like what? Like okay, so. We know that Hydroxycut has all of coffee in it. So what's in Radiantly Slim?
Not coffee, surprisingly.
Oh my god!
They tried to go the
caffeine free
nicotine.
Cocaine. Weird. No, they tried to go the natural route, and that's a big thing too. That market it's all natural. Yeah, but so they have this thing called forskolin. Kind of sounds like foreskin.
What is it?
Forskolin. Forskolin.
Sounds like foreskin.
Yeah, forskolin.
Sounds like a Russian drug.
Yeah. So this is one of the things that helps aid with burning body fat.
What is it?
It's an enzyme, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's an enzyme right there.
What's it from?
It's a plant. It's Coleus forscoli, I believe is the plant's called.
Okay.
Let's just make that up right now.
No. I'll show you later. Vitamin
Scully ravioli.
And I'm liking this too because it's not even giving me a dosage. It's just giving me a list of ingredients. I've tried and it will not give me a dosage. Anyways, so vitamin B12 and B12.
Jesus Christ.
Vitamin B12 is like the next thing. Is like the biggest thing since a cup of coffee. People go, "Oh, I'm low energy. I heard B12 is good." It's just for the love of fucking God, eat normal food.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself because people actually go in for B12 shots, which I believe is over 100,000 micrograms of B12.
Right.
But they go in weekly because they feel good for like 4 or 5 days, and then by day 6 and 7 they feel like depleted.
But some people can't absorb it.
Some people
Yes.
can't.
It's an actual thing.
When people
I work with a
actually,
guy who has that problem.
so when people actually come to me and say, "I do it because I have trouble absorbing," I go, someone who is
Legit.
legit, yeah. After that, we have one of the fads that was also on Dr. Oz, Garcinia cambogia.
Garcinia cambogia.
Sounds like some bomb ass dank.
It's
Yes, it does, sir. Yes,
I'll
it
roll that
does.
motherfucking shit up.
it's a fruit.
That Cambodia, dog.
It's a fruit extract. Now, when I sold it just by itself, it aided with, again, fat burning. It was with a metabolism boost, effectively, and crap like that. I'm gonna skip this one because I want to do it last. The next one is ginseng. Again, that's just like a mood enhancer,
Yeah.
stress reliever, energy booster at times also. Once again, no fucking milligrammage, so it could be like, oh yeah, 5 grams of ginseng, yay.
Yeah.
Which again, it drives me nuts. But the last one is L-carnitine, another amino acid that has actually, the only one that actually we pretty much agree with in this. It boosts metabolism, so your body gains muscle better, like produces the muscle better, absorbs protein better, and burns fat more effectively. The only one over the 6 years I've been doing this, I feel the most comfortable recommending just by itself.
So basically, you could just eat food.
Yeah.
With this, again, you have a fat blocker, a supposed metabolism booster. Oh, sorry, not fat blocker, fat burner, metabolism booster, 2 energy sources.
But
and
what is
amino
a
acid.
fat burner? Explain that to me.
Exactly. What the fuck is a fat burner?
Because
Now-
you have things like exogenous ketones, ketones being the things your body produces when it is in ketosis and running off fat, that trick your body into doing that, into burning fat. Is that what that is?
No.
Is that an exogenous ketone?
These are-
exogenous meaning it comes from outside the body.
These are so yes, these are just metabolism boosters, which then help your
Okay,
I
gotta look this up. Your answer is unsatisfactory,
I'm sorry.
sir.
I got a really good idea.
Okay,
Let's create a supplement.
well, why not? What are you looking up?
I got a good idea for one. We'll just have a bottle, and the ingredients will be running and a good good eating habits, and then like they'll open the bottle and break the seal, and there's just fucking nothing in
Or
it.
we can actually put empty vegetarian capsules in there.
Yup.
There's 120 empty capsules. Like, oh, okay.
Ingredients: air and hope, and motivation.
Motivation. We'd get sued. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so with this ingredient list, I've sold these things just individually, and a lot of them have kind of had their time in the spotlight individually. Particularly the Garcinia cambogia. Dr. Oz was huge on that for the longest time. You had to take it like 3 times a day, help boost your metabolism before your meal, so your body process the food better and therefore less fat storage. Again, as far as I'm concerned, they're gonna put a lot of money into this, and I think it's not gonna do well because people.
It's probably gonna do fantastic.
This is amazing. I'm just reading about forskolin, and everything says it doesn't do anything except possibly cause arrhythmia and tachycardia, meaning it makes your heart race.
Oh, there you go.
Great, give me some of that shit.
This is so
See,
good.
So with this on the Radiantly Slim, it says has numerous health and weight loss benefits. That's the first sentence. It increases the level of an enzyme called hormoner,
I got a
sensitive
raging hormoner right now.
lipase, which burns fat in your body. That's like one of the most broad statements of a product. It helps things.
These people should go fuck themselves.
You should drink water. Why? Because it'll keep you from dying.
What?
Oh my god.
That's a
I'm gonna drink
fucking
water.
lie.
Well, it's
You need fucking pop.
not also. It's not. It's. I'm not lying, but I'm also lying. I'm over exaggerating, I guess. People again, they want the quick fix. They don't
I
want to
mean,
work.
I see you sipping on that quick fix right there.
Water.
That
I'm not gonna die.
dihydrogen monoxide, that shit will kill you, dog. You gotta be careful with that.
But it's so good for me, and I'm addicted to it.
Did you know that almost everyone who dies, has in the previous 24 hours consumed dihydrogen monoxide?
What is dihydrogen monoxide?
di,
2
hydrogen,
H
mon,
1
oxide.
O
Water.
What's dihydrogen monoxide?
It's water.
H2O.
Is it like the equivalent of carbon monoxide?
I'm gonna punch you in the dick with my mouth.
I'm just joking. I thought you were
What?
gonna say something. What? Wait.
There it is. There it is.
That went
Let's
right
do
into
it.
your pants.
So these fucking supplements are really criminal because we just looked up several of these ingredients and they don't actually even do anything. At best, you've got, well, fat blockers, appetite suppressants, and stimulants. That's it.
The big
Yeah.
thing also look at the ingredient list. Like, what are the fat blockers?
Right.
One of the ones I used to sell copious amounts of, it was white kidney bean extract. That's all it was.
What the fuck is that?
This
Again,
Now I gotta look this
Look
shit
up
up
the
too.
fucking
What the fuck is
fucking
white kidney
makes me
bean
mad
extract?
because
That's what I'm saying,
But
dude. The first time I heard this shit, I went over the goddamn moon.
But if I'm not mistaken, the white kidney bean extract is like a high fiber supplement, which is just a carb blocker. But here's my
mind.
favorite thing. It's a little bit of a tangent from weight loss supplements, but we look at protein bars, for example,
okay.
and it'll say 5 net carbs.
okay.
So
yeah, literally, you could just eat fucking beans.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
God damn it.
So net carbs are the new thing because they go, oh, you take the carbs minus the fiber and you have net carbs. And also, I believe, sugar alcohols. But anyways, so you could have like 28 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fiber, and whatever that is, your net carbs. And people go, oh my God, 5 grams of carbs? No, 5 net carbs. 28 grams of carbs.
What the fuck is a net carb though?
Because the whole thing is
Wait,
for,
is it an equation?
It's when you eat potatoes and they look like a net.
They just look like a net. That's
So,
a net carb.
it's essentially it's just carbs minus fiber equals blank net carbs.
Okay, but what is net carb? Like, I'm not asking how it's calculated. I'm asking, what the fuck is a net carb?
It's
Like, what does that mean?
Well,
What's the
essentially,
definition of it?
So the fiber is essentially a restrictor on the
Right.
carbs.
Okay.
So you know how you have your net income?
Yes.
It's the same principle. So this is the net carbs of something. So if something is 2 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber,
Yeah.
the net carbs is 1.
One.
That's
Yes.
it. That's it.
Okay.
So it's essentially a reduced carb intake because carbs are the enemy. Except they're fucking not.
yeah.
Dude, just eat food.
Just eat food.
Just
eat
like
good
real food. Like, don't go get a can of fucking Pringles, right? Like, eat.
Get a bag of chips. Cans are hard to fucking maneuver.
Just get a fucking bag of candy.
It's funny. Like I was just thinking of this. How angry this has made Fresh. By
Yeah,
him.
because okay, the number one reason that I get mad about everything that I get most mad about, this being pretty high on the fucking list, is for one, people are being lied to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Massively.
People are being exploited. But it's because I don't think I'm any better than anyone. That's the number one fucking thing. So if I can figure this shit out, because this is not complicated. Just fucking eat good food. Caloric deficit.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the complete fucking sum total of all of it.
Be all end all. Though my point is you've gone out of your way essentially to make yourself angry. This is my day to day.
Oh, man. Yeah, you wouldn't last 2 seconds.
Oh no, I'd
You'd
punch
find the
somebody
closest
in the
like
face in half an hour.
refrigerator with the glass on it and just go like your head right through. I gotta go home. I have a glass shard in my face.
I just pull out a knife and be like, "We're gonna lose weight today."
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's graphic. Yeah. No, you're right. Caloric deficit, not being a lazy fuck. I mean, it's just common sense at this point, really. I mean, that's all it is.
And that's the thing. So and like all of the extra stuff that I've mentioned today, like bringing down your stress level and meditating, and Mickey said sleeping better. These things all contribute to that holistic picture of health.
Yes.
And they're all things we all know we should do anyway. Like, okay, maybe you don't meditate, that's fine, but be more in touch with nature, go for a walk, like talk to your grandma.
Yeah.
Spank your kids. I mean, sorry. In a disciplinary way.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Just make everything fucking weird, bro.
It just first thing that came to my head. Things that we know that we should do. Discipline our kids better. Nobody?
I'm trying to talk about being healthy, and you're like, yeah, you really need to start hitting kids on the ass.
Yeah, you really just need to start
making their future mental health more stable.
No, the point is just don't lie to people. Okay,
But
you
that's
want to
how
be
you
a
make
better
money.
parent? Stop with the Santa fucking thing, because that is where problems begin.
I just actually, that is so weird you say that, because this weekend, the previous weekend, sitting out here, and I was talking about that. I was talking about the Santa thing. I was like, what do I do? You know? Like, fuck.
I heard, sorry.
And
Santa thing.
No. It just threw me off. It just threw me off. I was like,
you didn't come to a conclusion?
no, because I can't. Because I'm, we're separated. So it's like, and I brought that up before, and she ain't like that. She's like, no, you're going to take all the joy away. I'm like, you know what? You grow up with a joy of something that's not there. And when you find out that is not there, you just lose it. So I'd rather her grow up with the joy of like being together with family and having all the, events and shit. Like the actual things, right?
Yeah. And you can, but this is the thing. I've seen other people do this too. You can still play the Santa game. And you don't have to call it that. You call it whatever the fuck you want. But you can still be like, oh, we pretend Santa comes. And there, you just slip the fucking word pretend in, and then you can have all of it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Jesus, and I still celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
There's no cognitive dissonance in my head.
Yeah.
It's just I pick and choose. And it's the same fucking thing. So when you're honest with people, but I really believe that. I think if you can raise a child to be intelligent and think critically from the start, all this comes easier.
Yeah. Oh, it does. But then you got to think of the repercussions. So you raise your kid with that, and then they go to school, and then Christmas time comes around.
But you can also just tell them not to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could tell the kid not to do something until you're blue in the fucking face, and they may still go do it.
It's
one thing I'll actually, on the other side of the no Santa, I remember a few years ago there was more or less a petition of parents coming together to go, don't give kids expensive gifts from Santa. Okay? Because that...
Petition?
Just like a group of people coming together saying, we shouldn't do this anymore. Again, petition is probably not the right word for it, but it's just people coming together saying, we shouldn't do... kid got an Xbox for Christmas, and it says, from Santa. And then the kid goes to school going, "Oh, Santa brought me an Xbox."
What is the reasoning behind this?
So they said what parents should do is do the basic, possibly lamest toy, like do like a little wooden toy.
Why? I get the concept. Why?
Because I guess it's the idea of Santa to.
Why? What does this change? Whether it's $1 or $1,000, what does this change?
That Santa doesn't pick and choose which kids he likes.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb as fuck, because there's still going to be kids who don't get anything.
There's no Santa. That's right.
No, fair enough. I see what you mean.
There's no argument there.
I'm not saying
that's
that,
dumb as fuck.
I'm saying I see what you mean. I presented a point.
You're just here to piss me off.
No, I presented a point. You said you proved the otherwise, and I'm agreeing with you.
So.
It was a thought that came in my head. It was a few years ago. I thought, oh, it's not a bad idea, but everyone would have to collectively be doing it. But that's not going to fucking happen.
But do you see what I mean? Do you see the mental backflip you have to do to get yourself to a level where you can say, oh, it's still okay to do this. It's still like, example, instead of a game system, they get a teddy bear from Santa.
Yeah.
And it costs much less. Mm. But there's still lots of kids who get nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that doesn't amend any of that. So what the fuck do you think you're doing?
And then there's the whole thing with the different, now it's so multicultural, like, oh, Santa doesn't come for me at school, right?
Yeah.
But in like the Santa movies, it's like every kid in the world gets something, right? Like,
you see him going over
you know
Egypt,
what I mean? Like, there's just holes and.
Well, no, every kid in the world who believes.
Oh right, who believes?
Yeah, right. Maybe that's all this bullshit. You got to believe in weight loss.
Yeah, maybe if I believe in Santa, I'll get something. I'm gonna try that.
Try that shit too.
Fuck, maybe I'll get weight loss pills at work.
Drop a big booty hoe.
With some weight loss pills. That's right. Just fucking in satchels. Hey, Fresh.
Oh my god.
Santa sent me. I'm about to rock your world. Oh man. Yeah, it's terrible. They're fucking. These companies are fucking dirtbags. All they care about is fucking money. Don't fucking listen to them. Just go change your life. Get up from the fucking couch. Say enough is enough, and just go run
And think critically.
and eat good.
And that's the thing. I honestly believe, I'm gonna make a controversial statement here, that not necessarily all pharmaceutical companies and scientists are evil.
No, I agree with you.
I think a lot of what they do is necessary, but I think at a point it gets exploited for profit way too far. Obviously, we know this.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals basically run North America.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Everybody's on something. Everybody's taking some kind of pill.
Oh, in
Yeah.
the States, the prescription rate is insane, but ours isn't great either.
No, I know.
No.
So there are scientists who work for pharmaceutical companies who probably get up every day knowing that and think something like, I'm going to change it from the inside out. And they also know that after 25 years, patents go public. These things can't be priced insanely anymore, and off we go. Now we've got medicine.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, cool. I don't think these diet pill people have any such goodwill. I think they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, they're garbage. Garbage humans.
Yeah, because you're preying on someone's dysmorphia and giving them nothing.
Yeah. Giving them hope and then crushing it
Right.
when it doesn't work.
Right. Because if you say this only works when taken with a good diet and exercise, like, first of all, who the fuck are you? Because you can turn on any TV in the world and be told to fix your diet and exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So if that makes, it's kind of like what you were saying earlier, Mickey, if that makes them then go to that, like, yes, that's good, and I'm glad they get there. But don't even take it away from yourself because you've done the work.
Yeah,
Not this
don't-
fucking
yeah.
pill.
Yeah.
Now don't throw your money away. and definitely don't throw your money away to this fuck ass over here who is getting rich off everybody else who wasn't able to fix their diet and exercise, but is still paying for the shit pills.
Yep.
It's just so fucking infuriating.
Stoicism.
So
Yeah.
what do I do?
We just delete this episode.
No,
I'm just joking.
no. This is what we do. This is what we do. We talk
it's
about
exactly. We talk about
Yeah.
it. So that's the. I mean,
it.
but
Believe it or not, that was me being stoic.
it's. I guess. Yeah, right.
Adding to the disgustingness of the nature of these people who make these products, should they even have an ingredient in there that has either been proven to work or not? The dosage is laughable.
What do you mean?
So, an example, I've sold liver health products.
Liver health products.
Yeah, just something that just helps stimulate a healthy liver function. Again, it's basic, it's generalized, but so are the fucking ingredients because, again, like I've mentioned milk thistle earlier, it'll be like 50 milligrams, which is a stupid, almost pointless dose.
Is it? I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, neither do I. I'm just like,
my
what?
point will be like they'll have like a list of ingredients, all things that are actually good for your body, but they're so low dose you have to take like 6 at a time, and they don't even say that on the package. They go, "Oh, take 1 or 2 a day and you're good." It's like no, like it's laughable. So again, same with in a lot of these dietary supplements. Again, the main ingredient is fucking caffeine 99% of the time.
Right.
And then everything else, like, oh yeah, this has been studied a little bit and it kind of does help with fat blocking, but we're not going to put a lot in it because we won't get to the caffeine. We want you to see that immediate result. We're like, oh, I'm energized. I'm losing weight.
So we just looked up this one specific weight loss pill.
Yes.
And they've got some studies on their website that suggest that it works. But then I looked up the individual ingredients and found that it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
So they would probably say, oh, it's a combination of these things. What?
I just had a thought.
What?
Okay.
Do you think they're just selling a placebo effect?
Yes.
Like
honestly,
that's what it is, right? Like this only works with good diet and exercise.
I don't even think they have that good of an intention. I think they're just literally selling them snake oil.
no, yeah.
You're right, Mickey. And they are. And the thing about the placebo effect, Slick, that a lot of people talk about it incorrectly because the placebo effect means you give them nothing, but it somehow works.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So they're trying to sell like they're telling you what to do, but they're giving you nothing. Like on the hydroxy cut, for example. This only works with good diet and exercise.
Yeah.
So if you actually do it and you're like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Like if you do it how you're supposed to do it and it works, the pill may not even really be working. It just might be your own body burning weight. Yeah. And then
most likely.
Yeah. So it probably just doesn't even work. They're just literally selling you pointless shit in a fucking capsule.
And okay, so this is the thing about the human body, is it is so plastic. It's so changeable. Yes, Plastic Man.
Plastic Man.
That hurt.
It's so it's so changeable, and you can do so many fucking cool things with yourself. So we're talking earlier about you can make yourself work in a state where you burn fat primarily, which is not how probably well in excess of 95% of people operate. Probably even more than that.
Yeah, I was like, you're being too generous.
Yeah. Well, no, because people don't know about the ketogenic diet and they don't know how to apply it properly either. Anyway, so we have those two different gears, and those are obviously evolutionary adaptations. They're really fucking cool to me. But you can also change your baseline. So now, you, Slick, for example, you had a very fit lifestyle for a long time.
Yeah.
And it took a really long time of not living a fit lifestyle and eating like shit and just even bad mental health at the time.
Yeah.
You had to pump yourself full of fucking calories, and still it took you forever to lose your good shape and get into a bad shape, right?
Yeah.
That took years and years and years.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even consider myself in that bad a shape now.
No, you're not now, but I mean before.
Yeah, a couple years ago or a year ago.
Yeah. So, but you can go the other way too, so you can reestablish a baseline.
Oh, yeah.
Where it'll take you years to fuck it up because your body now wants to work like this. Your body, in a way, thinks of itself like this. Mm-hmm. So it will maintain here.
Yeah.
And that's fucking amazing to me. So if you can make that change, then it's one more way in which you don't need any help. Because your body wants to restore to that better natural condition.
And that's a big part of when I would try and help people when they say, "Oh, I used to be this." I go, "You know what? If you work hard at it, your body wants to be that. It's almost like a muscle memory thing.
It is.
Your body
exactly.
will go, you will get to that point again. Like I know you can't. You gotta work at it. Your body wants to be there.
I'm at a point in my life now where I can fluctuate so hard. I went on the scale. Guess how much I weigh right now?
128.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
146.
143.
God damn it!
I've
by
never
Price is Right
weighed
rules.
143.
I won.
So, but my lifestyle right now is like I'm constantly fucking moving, not eating that great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not eating that great, but I am eating. Like I crushed some vegan fajitas like right before you boys came.
Go
like
on.
3 of them. They're dope. Just dope. Anyway, so, but my body is at a point now where I could put on very easily 40 pounds over the next 6 months and then like lose it in the next 2. But, and just like I've retained whatever shape this is right now. This is like my base.
Yeah.
I'm like 143. This is what I have to work with here. I can't.
This is slick fit.
This is not slick fit. This is
not
slick
at all.
at like bare minimum slick.
This is somehow
like,
surviving.
This is minimum slick.
I choose now at this point to either start working out again and build off what I have, my base, because I'm pretty much at my base as I am right now. I've stripped down to like nothing. Or eat a bunch of fucking Jolly Ranchers and just get fucking fat again. I don't know if you're recording or doing a fucking photo.
Oh, he did the video photo trick.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Okay.
I
Cool.
was like, that's why I grunted. Anyway.
I liked it.
So yeah, the body is an amazing thing. And even activities. Like when we do the mutter. Like, I don't fucking do that. You think I do? I don't do
noticed.
anything. Like, I don't do anything that physical except my job. And like whatever else. Very, very rarely. But I don't train for it or anything, but I can still do those things. Because I used to do them all the time. So it's still natural to me. Like, I can still climb. I mean, at the end of it, I might just be like, "Oh fuck, I am dead."
Yeah.
Or like, my shoulder's done because I just exerted myself 1,000%. But I can still. It still feels natural. It's weird. So it is amazing.
When I did that 3-day fast a little while ago, and when I did one the first time, which was about a year between the two of them for the 3 days, I didn't lose anything. Mm-hmm. This time, I think I lost fucking 12 pounds. It was 11 or 12 pounds in 3 days.
Wow. Holy.
And that fucked me up. More so than the actual loss was like mentally. I was like, how the fuck? How the fuck? And it took me a while to get it back. It wasn't like water weight or anything and it came right back. Like it took me a while to get it back. It's because I had a lot more to lose. So what's the my body was basically eating itself, right?
Oh,
it was catabolizing. So rather than going into a ketogenic state, which is what I wanted it to do, which would have been the beneficial aspect of the fast, it went to my muscles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, my base level I have found is now about the high end of 170. So like 177, 178, which is a bummer because I walk around at 190. But it used to be, like, Mickey, when I first met you, like 160 to 165. Can you imagine that, Slick? Can you imagine? You didn't know me then. I was so fucking thin, dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, even when I first met you, you're still much thinner than you are now.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So I can only imagine, like, I mean, same, but me, I was probably thicker when you met me.
See, I met you, like, just when everything was going just perfectly haywire, because you still had the biceps at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
gone
now. And then you didn't.
They're just gone.
Yeah.
They're just flat. They're just like, what's that? Nothing. That's what that is. Nothing. There's no. You can't even toboggan down them no more.
But what's great about that is all of it we can track. Here's what I did wrong. Here's what I did right. Here's the fucking 72 hours where I didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
What were you
we
gonna say,
know our
Mickey?
bodies now.
I was gonna say you guys were talking about your bodies and your changes, and here's me just not changing.
Do
You don't
something
do
about it.
anything.
I know.
All right. Well, principle perfectly applied. So, in the same way that you can take that holistic approach to physical health, you can do the same thing for mental health. And I heard this really great thing on a podcast today.
From our podcast?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, never.
I'm just gonna reiterate myself real quick.
Yeah. No, it was Sam Harris podcast, and the guy he was talking to, his whole thing was psychedelics and how impactful they can be, even just one time in your life.
Yeah.
Because it can be like a sea change.
Right.
But he was also talking about all these studies in depression and everything, and so many things, so many things just came down to lacking basic human needs. So you don't have a crazy condition. There is no fucking black cloud over your head. You know, you're not cursed by the world. You haven't called your mom. You don't hang out with anyone. You don't meet your social needs. You probably don't take very good care of yourself physically. Or maybe you do, you know. I do, but I still get depression. So what don't I do? Well, I don't really talk to people outside of this garage.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But I acknowledge that. So that is a socially holistic approach. And you can do that with your mental state and you can do that with your physical state. And that, I feel, is a much better way to approach all of this. Because your mind and body work together. So when you're happier, you're gonna function better physically.
All the time.
Your metabolism's gonna work better if that's what you care about. You know, it's just
And when your body's happy, you feel good.
yeah.
Dude, I run tests on myself just to feel this shit. And like when I do something, when I eat something, like I'm like, oh fuck, I smoked that doobie. I'm like, and I got that shit inside. Like my dad bought some Snickers bars. I'm gonna cheat today. I'm going to feel horrible tomorrow. I'm going to wake up with a splitting fucking headache because this happens to me now. If I fucking have like 2 little chocolate bars and I just want to be, you know, that's why I say plant-based because it's milk chocolate. I'm just like crack, man. It's like smoking meth. I assume because I've never smoked meth. I've never smoked meth, I promise you. Anyway,
That was an interesting walk back.
That was
so
thou doth
so I go
protest
get
too much.
but when I have these things in my hand, I look at them and I'm like, or a bag of chips, you know, or whatever. Like I know this is gonna end up like I'm gonna feel like shit in the morning, and when I feel like shit, my mental is just destroyed because I'm like always like you're shit.
Particularly the artificial sugars. I've been hearing a lot lately that they actually block part of your neuroreceptors. Like they fuck that shit up.
I don't know, but that would not surprise me one little bit.
It's horrible. Like my body is now ultra sensitive to that. And it's probably because I've cut so much out. Mm-hmm. So when I put it in, I feel the difference now.
Well, I think this has a lot to do with my alcohol tolerance. Mm-hmm. Like it was never good. Even when I was at max consumption when I was 20, it was never good. I'd take myself out for days, but I had fucking one beer last night, and this morning I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't sick or anything, but I felt like fucking trash. And then I have a friend who's like, yeah, I just don't think I'm going to drink anymore because I get sad when I drink. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like when you drink too much, so you give yourself a hangover? She's like, no, you know, one, but definitely any more than one. And I just get sad, so I don't want to. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because it's literally a depressant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just, when you say certain things so flatly, it seems completely evident.
Yeah.
Well, it is though, right?
I mean,
back to Slick on your cravings of the sugary stuff. Mm-hmm. We actually have, and this is brand new for me. There is a Snickers protein bar now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I heard those. Yeah.
Yeah, but also
I think I've ate one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. There's also maybe I'll try and grab some samples for you. There's like vegan protein bars, and like the girls I work with, they love them.
Yeah,
like,
grab me some samples, but like.
Fuck you.
But like I honestly like I'm not paying $40 a fucking.
No, well again, like and if you want,
it's expensive.
Actually, this is the best part about my new
some
place
food.
is I get it at cost, so it's much better than the other
True.
place.
All right, give me a sample, man. I'll try.
I'll get you. I'll hook you
Yo,
up.
I got this crazy fucking protein bar recipe. It's chickpeas, rolled oats, hemp seeds, and I put chocolate chips in it.
Oh, dude, that sounds dope.
And dates.
Well, let's have a. I want to come and have a food prep day.
All right.
Like I was saying earlier, I think that'd be dope, and people should fucking like look at what you do. You cook some good food, but that's how you got to eat.
Yeah, that is
the way you eat, man. Like that is fucking top notch. Like I don't eat like that no more.
By the way, Fresh, apparently, and not even apparently, even to me, a lot of people think that you're very entertaining when you do your food bits on Instagram. I show all my friends, and they think it's hilarious. Do more.
All right.
Like seriously, I love it. You go, Bubba Dogs. I love it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking forgot kale or the spinach that one. I died. I was like, this is hilarious. And I show everybody, they think it's hilarious.
To make that the first one I did, I had to download a video editor, and I was like, I'd only ever done shit like that in a professional film class when I was in school.
Right.
And now everything's app easy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing. I was like, why did we ever use these complex suites of software? I was like, I could just click, 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 click.
Oh,
click.
it's crazy.
Now I'm witty.
Yeah. Now you know why I can do all that shit because it's just all apps. Like, do it
It's-
for me, do it for me. It's everything's automated. It's great.
I think it was Ralph Bakshi. He said you could make like this is about technology. You could do like a budgeted $2 million film in your garage. It'd take you like a year or so to do it, but you can do it just with where technology is today.
Take you a year or a week with ephedrine.
A week.
ECA stack.
A ton of ephedrine. Fuck. Just
a game ruiner.
Adderall
man.
and ephedrine.
All right, fellas. Well, I think that's all I've got for today. Anybody else?
Yeah. No, just watch what you taking in those pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the point I want to leave here on is I don't give a fuck what the stay-at-home mom on Instagram is peddling. Do not buy Fit Tea.
No, fuck Fit Tea.
Don't buy a waist trainer because that's not a real thing.
I gotta return mine.
Just eat good food. Good for you food, I should probably
Yeah,
stipulate.
because pizza's good.
Pizza's fucking great. And you know, have some pizza.
Have some pizza,
Have
but
some
go
fucking
and do
pizza.
shit. Eat
But go and
good
do some
and go
shit.
and do shit.
Yeah. Mickey, you got anything
some
else? You're kind of the
t-shirts.
guru on this one.
Well, again, I've always said I don't sell substitutes. I sell supplements. You come into my store when you need a little help in certain areas.
Oh,
These
you own the
aren't
store?
necessarily game changers.
that should be your fucking line. Instead of trying to jack my shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, use your line.
Oh, that's always been my line. Yeah, supplements, not substitutes, guys. Like,
Boom.
if you need
Boom.
help in certain areas, and sometimes we do. Like again, ladies out there, I know you have a lot of issues with iron. That's normal. It happens. You can supplement sometimes if you can't get it in enough
Right.
with your leafy greens. Which I always say first, get your leafy greens in.
Yeah, but I'm dubious of that.
Yeah, I get like, but like I said, there's people who have issues absorbing it. You know what I mean? Like, anyways.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
I guess my closing is supplements, not substitutes.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, that's how I always worked it, and it worked for me. Pretty much everything I took except the cut. Don't take the cut. That's my final party word.
Don't
Go on that motherfucking cut. Okay? Never go on the cut. It's bad times, dark times, rain clouds. No friends, rain clouds.
No friends in rain clouds.
What about you, Fresh? Like,
The only thing I got is like if you gotta go on the cut to get yourself in the gym, do it. But
all right. 2 weeks max. 2 weeks max.
But great big BUTT. Just try eating a fucking salad and drinking a coffee first.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, thanks for attending the shit show. We appreciate your time, your attention, and of course your guacamole recipes. We are active on Instagram, and you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Everything at Fresh Slick and Mick, all one word. That's Fresh Slick AND Mick. To listen to more explicit douchebaggery and brotification of your favorite high intellectual pursuits, we are on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and Google Play under Fresh Slick and Mick. Respect the Oxford comma. And for all inquiries, suggestions, features, and hate mail, we're at freshslickandmick@gmail.com. We have been and will continue to be Mitchy Slick, Pope Mickey the First, and I am Jay Fresh. This is Fresh Slick and Mick. Peace out, y'all.